Pawn Stars has ruled Fact TV indicates for over 10 years. However, it has, in the end, taken a horrific flip at 59. Rick Harrison confirms his son's life sentence is authentic, revealing the purpose of his demise and the occasions that brought about it, however. This isn't the most effective member of the Pawn celebrity display involved in stunning scandals, from Rick Harrison's scandalous criminal battles with his mother to Chum's run-ins with the law. Be part of us as we uncover the controversies that threaten to tarnish the leggy-y of this once-cherished collection. The Truth TV display Pawn Stars finished loads of recognition after it debuted on the History Channel in 2009. The display follows the daily operations of the gold and silver pawn shop in Las Vegas. Because of the display's achievement, the shop and its proprietors became household names and well-known global. The concept for the show got here up in 2008, whilst Brent, 1st Viscount Montgomery of Alamein, and Colby Profits of Left Area Images visited Las Vegas. They observed many pawn stores within the metropolis, developing a show that observed a family-run pawn save. This led to the Gold and Silver Pawn Shop, run by using Richard Oldman Harrison, his son, Rick Harrison, and Rick's son, Corey, Massive Hosses Harrison. They owned the pawn shop collectively till Richard died in 2018. On the show, visitors loved watching the everyday operations of Gold and Silver Pawn Shop. It additionally exhibited the exciting objects the visitors brought to the store and valued determinations of the objects through the shop's owners. The store in the beginning focused on shopping for and promoting gold and silver. The founder, Richard Harrison, delivered decades of experience and a no-nonsense demeanor to the commercial enterprise, establishing the shop as a top call inside the pawn enterprise. His sharp wit and candid persona would make him a loved parent amongst fanatics of the Fact TV show. The spotlight of the business within the show came when Rich Harrison got here on together with his entrepreneurial talents. After mastering from his father, he understood the info of the pawn enterprise and knew that it was extra than just transactions. It changed into, additionally, about the client's stories. As Tales subsidized a number of the items brought in 2002, 9 Pawn Stars premiered on the History Channel and have become famous. 3 generations of stars observed with Rick Harrison and his 3 sons, persevering with the legacy of Richard Harrison after he exceeded away in 2018. Not like traditional Truth TV packages, Pawn Stars centered at the captivating artifacts in the store, from historical coins and Civil War relics to movie star memorabilia and vintage guns. The items were regularly observed by means of interesting backstories that captivated audiences. Rick Harrison showcased an impressive expertise of gold, silver, and collectibles, which became important to the show's fulfillment. He became the highbrow anchor of the series, as he may want to provide an explanation for the importance and cost of diverse objects. He ought to negotiate with clients, along with his allure and short wit. The relaxation of the cast additionally contributed to the display's substantial enchantment. In addition to Richard and Rick Harrison, Rick's 3 sons from time to time seemed at the show. Corey turned into a mainstay, whilst Adam and Jake were additionally seen now and again. The show quickly became a cultural phenomenon, drawing hundreds of thousands of viewers and turning the Harrison family into a household call. It's miles a mixture of unpredictable client interactions, instructional segments, approximately historical artifacts, and the circle of relatives dynamic. The popularity of Pawn Stars accelerated the profile of the Gold and Silver Pawn Shop and created a surge in public interest. With the popularity and success of the display, it caused spin-offs, products, and worldwide fame. Travelers International have been going to the Gold and Silver Pawn Shop to see the reality stars and witness the pawn keep offers through their enterprise acumen and on-screen charisma. The Harrison transformed a small pawn save into an empire, cementing their legacy as cultural icons. One in every of Rick Harrison's sons, Adam Harrison, has had a turbulent existence at 59. Rick Harrison confirms his son's existence sentence, revealing the tragic truth. His son had handed away for a surprising reason. But it found out that he changed into in prison before he died, in line with a police report. The officials in Vegas spoke back to a name reporting an unresponsive individual on Friday. That individual grew to become out to be Rick's son, Adam. While the responding officers arrived, they showed that Adam became deceased. And then his backstory of what occurred inside the past days became found out. The cops had been told that Adam were staying in a visitor residence on the property. He had simply been released from prison after serving 3 months. It was unknown what he had been dispatched to jail for. However, the landlord said he provided him the visitor residence out of kindness. The officials also interviewed Adam's roommates who have been dwelling there. They found out that Adam had no longer been within the major residence for a long time, and whenever they sent him a message, he said that he was sick and beneath quarantine. However, after they failed to listen from Adam Harrison, the roommates attempted knocking on his door for many days, but no one replied. Eventually, they called the owner, and after starting the fit, they realized that he had handed away. Adam had been staying on the assets for about 2 weeks, and he had erratic and extraordinary conduct before this. Adam had been dwelling in the back of bars for months, which was something that you would not expect from the son of a Truth Display big name. He had just been launched from prison, and he frequently locked himself into his little visitor residence without interacting with others. His roommates had additionally suspected that he had been using while locking himself up, and many believed that he had long gone to prison for 3 months. Because of related expenses, the son of the Pawn Stars Rick Harrison, Adam became stated to have lacked sound reasoning and mental clarity earlier, then subsequently passing away. Certainly one of his friends who lived in an RV near the primary and visitor homes instructed the police that he displayed alarming behavior, like barricading himself inside the house and pushing furniture in opposition to the doors. She stated his conversations often lacked sound reasoning and intellectual clarity. She additionally said that once he observed out a short character had a boyfriend, he gave himself black eyes. She had said that he didn't want to overcome up the brand new boyfriend, so he beat up himself as a substitute. Rick Harrison revealed that his son Adam died due to a fentanyl overdose when he changed into located to become. Weeks after he had handed away, he already had a history of use and generally used alcohol. Opioids, the police observed 2 vials of a substance subsequent to his mattress, and there was also a foil with an unknown pill. Lighters and narcotic paraphernalia, straws, when speak me on his son's demise. Rick discovered the real purpose why his son handed away was due to a fentanyl overdose, and he blamed America's border crisis for this. On Twitter, he wrote, "Yes, I can confirm Adam died from a fentanyl overdose. The fentanyl crisis in this United States of America have to be taken more severely, it seems. It's miles just flowing over the borders and not anything is being carried out approximately. We have to do better." The reason of loss of life of Adam Harrison turned into, then showed, by means of the Clark County Office of the Coroner Health Worker on the Times. The respectable reason of demise was dominated to be an twist of fate. Because of fentanyl and methamphetamine toxicity, he was 39 years old whilst he passed away, and some other put up mourning his son. He wrote, "You will always be in my coronary heart. I love you, Adam," despite the fact that his son changed into slightly featured at the lengthy Jogging Fact TV series he become, often spotted on social media. Page's Adam Harrison's demise isn't always the simplest one related to drug overdoses. Inside the United States in 2023 alone, overdose centers passed 1,2,0,0,0 for the first time, showing the devastation because of it looks like a repetition of the crack cocaine disaster of the 1980s and the opioid epidemic of the early 2000s, in line with the Drug Enforcement Organization. Fentanyl is a Schedule II managed substance. This is just like morphine, however, about 100 times more potent. 2 mgs of fentanyl, which is much less than a grain of salt, can be deadly depending on the man or woman's body length. Richard Harrison, the original founder of Pawn Stars, passed away in 2018. 4 years later. There had been many criminal disputes and own family betrayals surrounding their enterprise. Then, by way of 2024, Adam Harrison handed away, which had a chief impact on Rick Harrison's existence in February 2022. Joan Harrison, Rick Harrison's mom, and Richard Harrison's wife sued him over family assets and the possession of the gold and silver pawn shop. The lawsuit filed in Nevada State Court. Joanne claimed that her son Rick had compelled her to sign over her 51% interest inside the pawn store while she became in a coma. She also alleged that her son had stopped sending her cash from her share of the business. She claimed Rick also reduced her stake in the commercial enterprise without her consent and blocked her from having access to the family's consideration. She also claimed that Rick saved her in the dark approximately a $3 million mortgage secured using some of her belongings inside the criminal warfare. She sought an accounting of belongings, unspecified damages, and a court order. Pawn Star's solid, and his father's assistant, he is retaining his position on the display and transferring past those controversies, although a number of his critics nonetheless point out his downsides. Many scandals surrounded the Pawn's Famous Person show after the demise of Richard Harrison. The unique founder, Rick Harrison, turned into engaged in a criminal conflict with his own mother, and he later lost his son, Chum Fentel. What's greater? Chumley has been arrested for and weapon expenses, and his other son Corey was involved in one-of-a-kind misconduct instances. Other than those, another professional on the show, Johnny Jimenez Jr., was arrested for home violence after an altercation with his female friend. He had allegedly pulled his lady friend to the ground, even as they had been preventing, and they had been each drunk nonetheless. It caused a stunning scandal, as many eyes were on the display. Rick and his father, Richard, had additionally been sued via a disabled Vietnam vet in May 2012. The man claimed that the Fatherson duo had roughed him up in their gold and silver pawn shop inside the fall of 2011. He filed a civil Healthy accusing them of assaulting him. He claimed that they put him in a choke preserve and dragged him through the store, leading to any other scandal that driven the Pawn Superstar show into decline. Any other display member who ended up in a scandal became Olivia Black, who becomes simplest at the show. For 13 episodes, she became allowed pass from the show, while throwback pics of her time with Suicide Ladies circulated online. Pawn Stars has a law that no one ought to have naughty photographs of themselves circulating online. She left the display, despite the fact that she still works at the shop. It was as soon as a thriving family commercial enterprise and a Truth TV phenomenon. However, the gold and silver pawn shop's popularity has been suffering from inner disputes, legal problems, and scandals. Rick's empire faces extraordinary demanding situations, which may simply overshadow his legacy. What do you think about Rick Harrison's scandals? Let us recognize your mind in the feedback. Thanks for watching, and we will see you subsequent time.